Yeah, Congressman Max Rose speaking out this morning. He's angry at Con Ed because people in Bensonhurst are still trapped in their homes because of downed trees and wires.
So the congressman joining us live. Good morning to you, sir. Tell us about what exactly you witnessed while you were out touring your neighborhood and what exactly your frustration is with Con Ed.
Absolutely. Look, it was a totally horrifying scene last night. Open wires, a downed, incredibly large tree on a vehicle, people virtually trapped in their homes, and Con Ed acting with zero sense of urgency. You know, they have people on site that just say, oh, we're here to make sure no one touches the hot wire. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And they say, well, we're going to fix it. At this point, I would trust a pathological liar before Con Ed. And this mayor, on top of it, is showing zero sense of urgency when it comes to the outer boroughs. You and I both know that if this situation were happening in downtown Manhattan or uptown Manhattan, it would get solved in 15 minutes. But there's just this rampant anti-outer borough bias that makes people feel like they are second-class citizens, whether it is the Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, or South Brooklyn. People are tired of getting ignored and ripped off.
Well, Congressman Rose, I think you bring up a valid point because we did see outages in Manhattan, and while they were out for a little bit of a time, it was nothing like what we're seeing in the outer boroughs that you're talking about, which for days have been without. Those were restored within a matter of hours in the city. So let me ask you, you're seeing people spend the night in cars because of this. You're seeing other situations. We have learned lessons from past storms, past experiences. Why is that not being utilized here? Where's the disconnect?
Well, the disconnect is that entities like Con Ed care far more about shareholder value and compensating their CEO to the tune of nearly $10 million than they do about allocating the necessary resources to make the investments in their critical infrastructure to prevent this from happening in the first place. We also have an incredible failure of the city government to have an integrated operation to address these things quickly. For instance, several days ago, I went to the emergency management outpost on Staten Island for this crisis. There was no Con Ed official there. So everyone's working in silos, Parks Department, Con Ed, emergency management.
Yeah.
No one's talking to each other, and no one has any sense of urgency. All the while, New Yorkers are suffering.
Right.
We have just incredible mismanagement at the city level. It's got to get fixed.
I know the anger and the frustration is there, and it's real because a week without power is just wild in 2020. But you're a congressman. Can the federal government do anything and step in and say, okay, you know what? Con Edison shouldn't have this monopoly on a power system in specific areas. Is there anything that can be done to say maybe we need to look at outside companies?
Sure. So I am certainly a believer in oversight, investigations, and accountability to be carried out by every level of government as it pertains to Con Ed's woeful failures. Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head. This is a monopoly, and they have completely ignored their duties and responsibilities to the great people of New York. Each and every step of the way worried more about their own compensation, their own personal wealth, than they are about protecting New Yorkers. But we're also seeing failures on the part of city government in general, whether it's the Parks Department or onwards and upwards, to plan for this effectively. We did not have an operation in place to hold Con Ed accountable. And now they have the disrespect to tell us it's going to get fixed in just a few short days.
Yeah.
We were delivering ice to people last night because they can't even refrigerate their medicine.
We're out of time
People
here.
are leaving town because they no longer have faith in this city.
We're out of time here, but just to be clear, are you calling for an investigation?
Oh, 100%. An investigation at all levels of government.
Okay.
All
Congressman Max Rose, thanks for the time this morning. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we do appreciate
thank you.
and clarifying that because, you know, we hear this after every storm. Politicians come and they talk to us, and we appreciate them coming on the air, but then everything fizzles out, and then we see this happen yet again. So
I think Max Rose is going to stay on top of it. I think it sounds like his passion is going to stay on top of it. We appreciate your time, sir.
Thank you again.